Hello everyone and welcome to this Facebook Live. So today I have a special Facebook Live because I have my guest Luiza.
Hello everyone.
And Luiza is a participant of my life designing online course. So I thought instead of me always talking about the course, talking about life designing, talking about the impact, I wanted to bring someone to you who would give you this first person experience, how it is to learn life designing and how to do this experience online. So I'm really happy that you're here,
Yes,
Luiza.
me too.
I'm really grateful because usually people who go through my course are from all over the world. And I was really lucky to have Luiza here in the same town in Sao Paulo, where it's getting now nice and cold and wintry.
Yeah,
so it's time for me to go back to Europe and leave you here freezing. And I just wanted to share with us a little bit your course experience and also the reason why in the first place you decided to take this life designing training.
Okay, so first of all, you are a very good teacher and I enjoyed the course very much. And I started to do life design. Well, I'm a journalist. I was looking for new perspectives in my career, and the communication has changed a lot here in Brazil. So now we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we don't have more space in newspapers and magazines to work. So I was kind of a little bit lost with that, and that's why I looked for life design to find new perspectives of job.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And was this your first experience with these kind of trainings, or did you look already for some other help?
Well, I did a coaching a few years ago, but he was very focused on only my professional life and only on how much it would cost to do this or that, and not in a like life design. You focus on in all the areas of your life, because if they are not balanced, can I say that?
Yeah.
You will not be happy and satisfied. So that's the difference between.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what I hear a lot from people, and also what I feel for myself, and what is my biggest takeaway from life designing, that whatever you want to change in your life, it never happens in one area alone. And if you just make the change happen in this one area, then probably it will be a very short-lived change, because other areas will interfere with it as well, or you don't get the expected result. It will be just a small modification of what you have, but the overall balance is still not where you would maybe like to have.
Sure.
And so for you, so you decided to take this online training, and it's basically a very independent way to go through these kind of trainings, to go through these kind of life learnings. How did this work for you online?
Well, it worked very, very well, actually. I love the classes. I'm always like taking notes and doing in my own reading, so it was good. It's good also to be like wherever you want and do the classes. You don't have to be in somewhere or have a compromise on your weekends, or you should be resting. Like, so it fits a lot for me, because well, I choose like all the Wednesday and Thursdays to do at night. So that's how I did, but I think anybody can do in the best way, like for themselves.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy it.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice to hear, especially for all of us who have so much commitment already, and especially for us people, freelancers, who have a very flexible schedule. So it's a blessing, because we can arrange things, but it's also sometimes a curse, because we don't have this previsibility to say, okay, from now on the next 8 weeks, I will always be free on Wednesday nights.
Yes.
You cannot do this. And since you were working, especially in this environment of being a journalist, this is probably a really big topic for you.
Yeah, it is, but I guess I could manage. It was easier. I think it was easier than if I had to be like to cross the city to go in some class every week. It would be harder, I guess.
So, and from all the course content that we covered in those 6 weeks of content that you get, what was for you the one or the two learnings where you said, wow, this was really for me a huge game changer, or this had really an impact on me?
Well, I started identifying my limiting beliefs. There are something that I didn't used to do first. So, okay, I'm gonna start a new thing now. Oh, but I'm old enough. Oh no, I'm young enough. No, I don't have the skills for that. No, I don't have experience. So when I'm going to create something right now, I have in my mind that I have all these limiting beliefs, and I will let them. How can I say?
Stop you.
And I won't let them stop me. You know, this is like, because this is something everybody thinks, and if you don't just go and do some prototyping, you will not move. So it's important to move. And what else? I think
so these limiting beliefs, I think for most people it's the biggest learning, because it's something actually quite simple, but if we don't pay attention, it can interfere with every project we have, with everything that we want to do. And we can have the best coach in the world, we can have the best business plan in the world, we can have the best vision board in the world, but if we don't work on our limiting beliefs, it will be always one step forward and 2 steps back, and at one point we give up.
Yeah, I think it's something that I will take for my whole life. You know, okay, no, I know that when I try something new, when I get out of my comfort zone, you will always be afraid. Oh no, things did not work. Yeah. And now I know that these are just thoughts, and I just can transform them and just move forward. Yeah.
Nice. And if there's one learning or one exercise that you think you will take now regularly for your future, what learning or what exercise would this be from the course?
Well, I think it's the life equalizer. I really love it, and because I can see things are changing, and I can propose like metas. How can I say that?
Goals.
Yeah, I can propose goals to myself, but being like also kind to myself, not proposing things that are impossible to do. I can also see what's working already in your life. What can you give? What you have to be grateful, what's not working, and you have to pay more attention. So
it's for everyone who maybe doesn't know this exercise, it's really a wonderful way how you visualize what is going on in your life right now, and where you visualize that what is maybe going wrong in your life. So you choose the topics, and then you have a very graphic way of determining where you are, determining where you want to go, but more importantly also to see and understand how the different priorities in your life or the different issues in your life are interconnected with each other. So sometimes we have this big topic of we want to change our job, we want more freedom, we want to travel more, we want a different lifestyle. But on the other hand, we are also someone who crave for financial security, who crave for stability. So we will understand that both of them are interconnected, and we have to find a compromise that is really working for us individually. because what's working for you, Luiza, is maybe not working for me, and vice versa. So it's really a wonderful way and a wonderful tool how to create those solutions which really work for you and are really tailored towards your life situation, how it is right now. And if you do the exercise, maybe in 1 year from now, it will be completely different.
Yes.
And I can see this also because I'm using this exercise over and over again. And first of all, I see the progress I make. And second of all, I see how things are shifting and how some priorities also, they disappear, they become less important, and new priorities are on board. So I have to pay attention to them. So I think with this, I hope you're really good equipped for all the new things you will balance and for the new perspectives that you're creating.
And I love it also to writing and drawing the things that are the perfect life with the perfect job. I love it. I just love it, this exercise.
It's so wonderful. It's this exercise of actually allowing yourself to dream writing, to liberate yourself from any kind of judgment, from money concerns, from time concerns, and just ask yourself the question, how would my job look like? How would my life look like if all those things wouldn't matter? And allow yourself just to write it down, because we hardly do this, because the first thing is, yeah, but I don't have the money, I don't have this, I don't have this. And so you never even put it on paper. But with this dream exercise, I don't know about you, but for me, actually 3 years later, it became my reality.
Yeah.
So it's things that we have to start allowing ourselves to put them at least down on paper. And then we understand also what you said about the limiting beliefs. We understand what is really an obstacle and what is only in our mind.
Yeah, and made me feel so good. It's like a so good feeling when you are writing down that like things that you want for your life, good stuff. Like it makes me feel so good.
Yeah. I love to hear this. This is always the most wonderful feedback when people say they experience a shift in their emotions, how they live the things, because obviously we won't change everything in our life one day to the other. But once we start already to shift the experience, the feeling around it, the perspective we have for the future to something that looks really more promising, more exciting, something that motivates us again, it's a whole different dynamic. And this dynamic is what we need to get also in the movement of changes in our life. Sure. Luiza, I thank you so much. You have been a wonderful student.
Thank you.
Such a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, you have been a wonderful teacher also.
Thank you. So I hope you found this helpful to have also an insight from the student's perspective. So from someone who experienced this life designing. And if you're interested now in the course and if you want to know more, just write me and send me a message here on Facebook or an email, and I'm happy to have a chat. And I'm looking forward to I didn't believe I would say this, but I'm looking forward now to leave Brazil, because I'm done with freezing right now. Yeah. I will leave you in the cold and I will return when it's warmer. Yeah. Smart decision. So thank you for your hospitality here in Brazil. And to everyone, a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful evening. Bye.
Bye-bye.